Welcome back to another video on K-Prince Productions. In today's video, we take a walkthrough of downtown Victoria, BC, and the oldest Chinatown in Canada. Downtown Victoria, BC is a layer cake of history, quirkiness, and charm. Beyond the beautiful gardens and afternoon tea, here are some fascinating facts about the city's core. The giant of Thunderbird Park, the world's tallest totem pole at 38.8 meters, 127.3 feet, once stood in Thunderbird Park next to the Royal BC Museum. The Kwakwaka'wakwa pole was a replica carved by Mungo Martin in 1956. It was taken down in 2000 for preservation, but a section of it is still on display. Historical and architectural gems of buildings sinking into the sea. The Pendray Building, now part of the Inn at Laurel Point, was built on wooden pilings driven into the seabed. Over the years, the building has been slowly sinking, a fact you can see in the slanted floors inside. A ship in the wall. Look closely at the wall of the Temple Building, corner of Langley and Broad Streets. You'll see the bronze silhouette of a ship. This marks the final resting place of the SS Thornton, a ship that was buried during land reclamation to extend the downtown shoreline in the late 1800s. A castle for coal. The iconic Empress Hotel wasn't always the glamorous destination it is today. It was originally built by the Canadian Pacific Railway as a terminus hotel to encourage luxury travel by train and ship. Its castle on the coast design was meant to evoke the grandness of the British Empire. prehistoric past, the Royal BC Museum holds a fascinating and often overlooked artifact, a full-scale replica of a mastodon. This is a nod to the fact that the first mastodon fossil ever found in BC was discovered on Vancouver Island, not far from Victoria. The hanging grave of Billy Barker. The famous gold rush prospector Billy Barker, whose discovery started the Cariboo Gold Rush, is buried in Victoria's Pioneer Square. His grave is notable for being the only one in the cemetery with a concrete cover, supposedly to prevent body snatchers. Quirky and unusual facts hidden in tunnels under the streets. Legend has it that a network of tunnels exists under downtown Victoria, used for everything from smuggling during Prohibition to shuttling wealthy guests from the Empress Hotel to the Parliament buildings discreetly. While some passages definitely exist, like service tunnels, the full extent is the stuff of local myth. A city of inner harbors. What we call the Inner Harbour is almost entirely human-made. The natural shoreline was much farther back, and the area was reshaped using material dug up during the construction of the Empress Hotel. A unicorn skull in the castle. Craig Darroch Castle, just a short walk from downtown, was built by coal baron Robert Dunsmuir. In his opulent dining room, you can find a unicorn skull. It's actually a narwhal tusk, but it was displayed as a unicorn horn to impress guests and demonstrate his wealth and worldliness. Victoria's Chinatown is a gem with a rich and fascinating history. It's not just an ethnic neighborhood, it's a living museum and a vibrant community hub. Canada's oldest Chinatown, established during the 1858 Fraser Canyon Gold Rush, Victoria's Chinatown is the oldest in Canada, and one of the oldest in North America. The narrowest street in Canada. Fantan Alley is a famous landmark and is officially the narrowest street in Canada, measuring only about 0.9 meters 3 feet wide at its narrowest point. It was once the center of opium and gambling dens, but is now a charming, bustling alleyway filled with small shops, art studios, and cafes. The beautiful Gate of Harmonious Interest, the stunning multi-tiered gateway at the entrance to Fiskard Street, is called the Gate of Harmonious Interest. It was built in 1981 as a symbol of friendship between Victoria and its sister city, Suzhou, in China. The first gateway to Canada. For tens of thousands of Chinese immigrants in the mid-19th century, Victoria was the primary point of entry to Canada. They arrived here before heading to the mainland for gold mining, or later, to build the Canadian Pacific Railway. A once walled city, in its early days, Chinatown was a self-contained and often ostracized community. It was physically separated from the rest of Victoria by gates that were locked at night, a measure of both protection and segregation. The district is famous for its hidden, interconnected courtyards and alleys. Look for the Tianjin Courtyard and the Herald Street Courtyard. Historically, Chinatown was divided into different areas based on the immigrants' home districts in China. For example, Samping, meaning 3 districts. So when you visit, you're not just walking through a tourist spot, you're stepping into the oldest continuous gateway of Chinese culture in Canada, with stories hidden in every narrow alley and behind every ornate doorway. We hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Share, like, and subscribe.